What's up, everybody? It's PB here, and I'm back. This time to talk about WandaVision. And let's all hope that the third time is the charm, because I've recorded this video twice already, and for whatever reason, my phone decided to corrupt the file. So let's all hope that this one works out, because who knows how many times I'll be willing to record this video so that you can get my thoughts on WandaVision and how terrible of a show it is, or how great of a show it is. I guess you'll find out here in a moment. But anyways, let's get into it. And if you haven't watched WandaVision yet, and you are concerned about spoilers, you might not want to stick around for this video, because there are most definitely going to be spoilers in it. So, I know I've rambled on for what, a minute already? So if you stuck around for this first minute, I appreciate it. But if you're concerned about the spoilers, it's probably time to leave, because I'm gonna get into it. But if you don't care about the spoilers, stick around and listen to me ramble on about WandaVision and how much I didn't care about the show, but I did care about the show. And I'll explain. Now, when it started, it was a show about two characters, Wanda and Vision, and they're living in a sitcom for whatever reason. I don't know what the hell's going on. First one is in the 50s, second one is in the 60s, third one is in the 70s, and it's a sitcom. But inside of this sitcom, there's something going on, let's call it behind the scenes. And I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. I don't think anybody knows what was going on behind the scenes. But that was the only thing I cared about. I didn't give two shits about what's actually going on in the show. Like, Wanda got pregnant at the end of an episode. I don't care. I don't care at all. Because when the show started, I wasn't sure if we were in an alternate reality, if we were in a virtual reality. Like, I had no idea what's going on. But by the time we get to episode 4, we find out that apparently Wanda is inside of an entire town. And I don't know if she's taken over the town, or if she's, I don't know, altered the town with her psychic abilities somehow. Like, did she alter all of the people in the town? Did she create the town from nothing? It's very confusing, because when we finally get to what's going on, who's there? Jimmy Woo. And they're trying to figure out the physics. So who do they call? Darcy. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. One other person they bring in, not the same actor, obviously, because we're farther into the future from 1994, but they got Monica Rambeau there. She works for SWORD, which I assumed is the, I don't know, souped up version of S.H.I.E.L.D. now? I have no idea. Like, they said that Maria Rambeau started SWORD, and she's been missing for a while. Like, she died during the blip while Monica Rambeau was gone. Okay, I don't necessarily care about that either. The only thing that I care about in this show is finding out how, or why, or when, or all three of those questions we got to where we are when the show started. That's all I want to know, is how exactly we got to where we are. Like, did Wanda have some mental breakdown that she just couldn't deal with life anymore because Vision is dead? Not like blip dead, disappeared, but dead. Like, he had the stone ripped out of his frickin' head and he's dead. Which, that was a terrifying scene in episode 4. My God. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's some strange time dilation bubble that's around the town of either Eastview, New Jersey, I believe it is. Except on the sign, which I thought was outside of the barrier, it says Westview, New Jersey. And the cops say there is no Westview, New Jersey. We're from Eastview, New Jersey. And don't know what the hell is going on. So when Maria Rambeau gets there, or Monica Rambeau, my mistake, that happens from time to time. When Monica Rambeau gets there, she walks up to this barrier and she's like, oh, well, that's weird. And then she gets sucked in. And as soon as you cross that barrier, you get, let's call it, transformed into whatever decade Wanda appears to be creating inside of this, I don't know exactly what to call it, so I'm going to call it a time dilation bubble. Like, alternate reality bubble? Virtual reality bubble? Like, you tell me down in the comments what you're calling it, because I don't know if it even has a name. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not the expert. I'm just a fan, just like we all are. Anyway, it's very confusing, and she has what appears to be total control over this. Like, she figures out that Monica Rambeau ain't supposed to be there, and she goes, oh, you need to leave. She literally ejects her out of this time dilation bubble, or virtual reality bubble, with her mind, and gone. And as soon as she leaves the bubble, she's was she back in her old clothes? I don't remember. I don't think she was back in her old clothes, which is confusing. Like, how do you change clothes when you cross into the bubble, but then when you cross back out, you don't change clothes back? I don't know exactly. I'm sure somebody knows how it works. Like, when they were standing there outside, I think it was at the end of episode 3, maybe it was the end of episode 2. I don't remember. It doesn't necessarily matter which episode it was the end of, but the guy pops up out of the manhole cover from the sewer, and he's wearing a beekeeper outfit, except when he went down into the sewer, he was wearing a hazmat outfit. But apparently they don't have hazmat outfits in the 70s. I don't know when hazmat outfits were introduced, invented, or whatever, at least in America. I have no idea. But he crosses that barrier, boom, he gets turned into a beekeeper. But then when Wanda sees him, she just says no, and we just reverse course. Well, no, they didn't even reverse course. They didn't reverse course. They put that motherfucker in reverse, backed straight up, and did you see that fork in the road back there? You see that fork in the road? We're gonna go back to that fork in the road, and we're gonna take it. We're gonna take that fork in the road, and that stuff that you just seen before, forget that. So as Darcy's watching this stuff on an old school television just outside of Westview, New Jersey, where Wanda is, because she's in control, you never get to see these glitches. They just kind of get magically edited out of the TV show WandaVision, which is some type of, it's broadcast. I don't know exactly why it is broadcast, because I thought they were just living it. So if it's broadcast, that almost means that there would have to be cameramen on the inside to broadcast it. Like when they did the Truman Show, there were no cameramen. They just had cameras everywhere so that you didn't miss anything. These cameras are following people. Like when they were at the party, there's the angle at what you're seeing is from the middle of the patio. There's no camera in the middle of the patio. Where are the cameramen? Where's the production crew? Like, it's a TV show. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. But it doesn't need to make any sense because I don't care about that part of the show. I only care about the mystery and exactly how we got there. And who's gonna unravel this mystery? Jimmy Woo. And we need Jimmy Woo. And what's Jimmy Woo's purpose? Well, I'll tell you what Jimmy Woo's purpose should be. Because I don't know what it's going to be, but I'll tell you what it should be. because the internet went crazy in this episode when they saw that Jimmy Woo could do the card trick. I fucking loved it. Absolutely. I was like, oh, he did it. He did the card trick. That's amazing. He'd been practicing for years and now he could do the card trick. It's awesome. It was freaking awesome. Now, in the old MCU, when we were leading up to the biggest movie of all time, the Avengers, they all said, and by they I mean anybody talking about Marvel, talking about the MCU, they all said that Phil Coulson was the glue in the MCU because he was in all of the movies. He's what connected all of them. So if they want to connect all of the TV shows to each other, if they want to connect all of the TV shows to the movies with a direct thread, let's call it, Jimmy Woo is the perfect person to do that with. He is a sword agent the same way that Phil Coulson was a SHIELD agent. So he can be the man going around to all of these different mysteries and different events that are happening in WandaVision, that are going to be happening in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And hopefully, I don't know if it's going to play out like this, but hopefully WandaVision ends and tails right into The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, they don't need to be directly connected in that way, but it would be nice if they did it the same way that they did the movies. Like, you watch the movie, you get to the end of the movie, you get the post-credit scene. The post-credit scene essentially leads you directly into the next movie. Wouldn't that be nice if at the end of WandaVision, you have Jimmy Woo saying, oh, I gotta go deal with, whatever. I gotta go to the land of enchantment. Ah, yes, New Mexico, right? Exactly. You take a character like Jimmy Woo and you make him the glue in the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. Because that's what we got coming here, people. That is exactly what we have coming. It is the Marvel Cinematic Multiverse. Because Wanda, Scarlet Witch, is going to be the secondary character in Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness. Which it really feels, at least to me, I don't know about you, let me know in the comments below. It really feels like this show and the way that they've set it up being some weird virtual reality, alternate reality, some strange happenings going on here, that it's gonna be connected to Doctor Strange. He's the one that watches these types of threats. Like, Jimmy Woo should be calling Doctor Strange and be like, I don't know what's going on here, Doctor. Could you help me? Like, there's some weird psychic stuff going on here, and I don't know exactly what's happening. But yeah, that's the majority of my thoughts on WandaVision. And as you can tell, I'm almost to work. Like, I got to the, it's technically a road, but it's really just a long-ass driveway. But let me know your thoughts about WandaVision in the comments below. Do you care about the show? Are you enjoying the show? Did you only care about what was happening in the background like me? Like, oh man. Anyway, that's all from me, Pop Culture PB. There's other stuff that I'm supposed to say at the end of the video, and I'm drawing a blank right now. Like, I had it all set up last time, and I said it all perfectly, and now I'm being a total putz about it. A total effing putz. Like, if you want to see more videos from me, and you don't want to miss them, you gotta hit that subscribe button and ding that ridiculous bell. It'll notify you when I drop another video. And then, if you'd like to hit the like button, I would appreciate it very much. But the most important thing of all, share this video with a friend. Share this video with an enemy? That's not a word. Enemy. I mean, enemy? Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's some sea creature. I don't frickin' know. Nobody can pronounce words right. English is strange. That's not the point. The point is, share this video, let people know your thoughts on WandaVision, and then, I don't know, come back for the next video. I'd appreciate it very much. And I guess I'll say it again because I fucked it up before. That's all from me, Pop Culture PB. Until next time, everybody, I bid you adieu.